Hey, everybody. Shane Presley here, Rock Paper Podcast. Thank you so much for checking out another brand new episode. Today's features returning guest, Matt F Basler. If you've been following along, me and Matt have had a long-running feud that we put to bed a while back. But we talk about it on today's episode, along with his new country music. If you've been following along with him on socials, you'll see that he's now doing country music. So we talk about his new album on the way, and a big show coming up, and a lot more on today's episode. Do want to remind you, as always, Rock Paper Podcast is brought to you by Friendship Brewing Company in Wentzville, Missouri. Serving up all your craft beer needs. With over 25 rotating taps, they sure to got a beverage just right for you out there. And you can get some delicious food from, you got your burgers and nachos and flatbread pizzas and all kinds of tasty eats out there. And you can get some great live music on the weekends. On Thursday nights, they've been doing Singo Bingo night. So Thursday, April 13th is Singo Bingo, I Love the 80s. Friday, April 14th, Buddy and Q. And Saturday, April 15th, Jeff Walchhauser. Find their full beer menu, concert calendar, and food menu at friendshipbrewingcompany.com. And be sure to get plugged in with them on Facebook and Instagram for more info. And I got a big party coming up I would love for you to be included in. We got May 14th, that is Mother's Day Sunday, over at Old Rock House. This is my Debstock show that I put on in my mother's memory, raising funding and awareness for brain cancer. Again, I'll be at Old Rock House May 14th, Debstock, featuring Anthony Russo and Company, Emily Wallace, Ryan Cheney, and Meredith Hopping. And tickets are $15 in advance, $20 day of show. And that show will be 3 to 7. Doors at 2:30. Music starting at 3. And we'll be done by 7. And you can get home and get ready for work Monday if that's what you got to do. But bring Mom out and celebrate Mother's Day with us over at Old Rock House, and we're going to have a lot of fun over there. If you need any more info, visit rockpaperpodcast.com/Debstock. Tickets available at etix.com, or message me and I'll be able to drop one in the mail for you. If you need anything else from me, feel free to reach out on the email, rockpaperpodcast@gmail. Everything else, rockpaperpodcast.com. And thank you all for being here with me. Thanks for listening, and continued support really means a lot to me. So with that out of the way, sit back, relax, and enjoy this brand new episode with Matt F. Basler.
Podcast is kind of like it's like a radio show that's not on the radio. It's on the internet. Does that make sense? Uh-huh. Yeah. That's also like my mom. It makes it sound more confusing, doesn't it? It sounds like this.
Hey, everybody, this is Matt F. Basler.
And Colonel Dylan Clubb.
And you're listening to Rock Paper Podcast.
Rock Paper Podcast.
Scissors beat paper, paper covers rock. Rock beats scissors, Shane covers non-stop. Never know what new kind of guest that he's got coming at you. Live and direct on the spot. Could be rock, folk, country, or hip-hop, jazz. All kind of folks that he has. Could be an artist or a comedian to make you laugh on the
Rock Paper Podcast.
Double-decker fudge round, rolling round town. Shane coming at you live and direct from ground zero. He's your hero, he's your bestie. Rock Paper Podcast with Shane Presley.
Rock Paper Podcast.
Hey, everybody. Shane Presley here, Rock Paper Podcast. Coming to you from St. Louis, Missouri, hanging out today with returning guest Matt F. Basler.
Hello.
And Dylan Clubb.
Well,
I'm not really here.
He's not really here.
I'm just here with my manager.
Yes.
Colonel Dylan Clubb. He's just wanted to sit in for the interview.
Yeah, just make sure that everything goes right for my boy here.
But he's not even, don't even
All right.
address him.
I won't even be here.
And we got some first timers on the show today. Edith and Duke joining us.
Yeah, hopefully they'll be cooperative.
Yeah.
They'll behave.
You may have heard them on the Met F Basler podcast.
They appear often.
Return.
In
But
the
yeah,
background to some music. If you really, really crank it up and listen, you might be able to find them too.
yeah.
Clacking around in the quiet parts, for sure.
But yeah, this is very cool for me. We actually we're not on Zoom this time, and
No,
and this
that's
hasn't
true.
happened in a long time. So
Don't remember the last time.
yeah, it's been many years now. So this is very exciting for me.
Well, I did feel like, I'm kind of coming on the show in a different context than usual. So I thought maybe this is it gives it a fresh start. We start fresh by doing it in person. New beginning.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
For me, musically, for us, for our relationship, and yeah, it feels good.
yeah.
And enjoy it. This is the last time he will be appearing for free in a long time.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. We're not gonna give away something we can sell. So he's gonna be
okay. But anyway, I'm very happy to be here talking to you, Shane. So yeah, let's get into it.
Well, I guess but we did in the feud, right? Last time. So it's like, is that what you were alluding to with the new
Look, so I've done I don't want to say I've done a character,
All right.
right? But I guess that is what it is. It's just embarrassing to say it like that. We on that episode, the last one you were on, and we're like doing the whole bit, the whole thing. There was like I had a thing after the song, the outro song, where I said that it was a lie and we didn't really end the feud. And it was
Wait, what?
there was like a
it was
post-credits.
a post-credit scene.
But that's what I'm leaving behind.
Oh.
I'm not doing that anymore.
But don't worry, everybody. The feud is still gonna be going. I've got shirts and things printed up. Matt v. Shane, Team Shane, Team Matt shirts. We've got it all. I've got buttons.
First of all, why would we sell Team Shane shirts?
Somebody's gonna be on Team Shane, and I want to make money off of them too.
You make some I hate Matt F. Basler buttons.
I'm gonna make some I hate Matt F. Basler buttons.
We need to talk about that. All of that. Colonel Dylan, sorry.
I've had them ordered, so
Okay, but what I'm saying is, like, I was trying to do a lot of things to garner attention and I guess fans or something. And I don't know, maybe it worked, maybe it didn't, but I want to move ahead in a more authentic way. And if that doesn't equate to fame and money, that's fine by me.
I think that it's still very. Matt's not going to be doing appearances for free. There's going to be his face will be on any merch you can imagine, right? Shirts, stickers, just crazy merch, CDs. You'll see his name everywhere.
Sure, but what I don't want to talk about is merch today. I just kind of want to talk about how, like, the feud to me was just a silly joke I was doing, and that's not what I'm doing anymore.
Right.
So,
All right. Yeah. I mean, is this so is it strictly the podcast part of it, or is this, I mean, are you making changes in your life too and music, or what else has been that part of the joke, like that we
honestly, kind of everything. Like everything has been, and I'm not saying like I'm going to be a humorless person now. It's just that I want to do things from a more authentic perspective. Like I've played, I guess, rock music, or there was like the goofy synth thing.
Still available. We have plenty of copies of it.
And right. And I mean, I'm not embarrassed, but I'm proud of those things I did, but it was all like, I thought, oh, people like rock and roll. People will respond to rock music better than really what's more my passion is country music. And that's always been what I've been interested in. But, you know, I wanted to succeed as a musician, and I felt like wearing these costumes on stage, you know, doing the golden pants or whatever. For a while I was wearing t-shirts that I would print silly things on them. And I think that, you know, I really start to see that gets in the way of, and I was making music that sort of supported that. And I think that gets in the way of my authentic self. Like I said, I won't even say artistry, because there are people who do that stuff very well and it works very well for them, you know, more theatrical presentation. But I'm just at a point where that's not what I want to do anymore. I want to write the songs that resonate with me, which is country music. And if that appeals to an audience, that's great. If I don't find an audience with it, that's okay too.
I'm going to be sending out singles to all the radio stations. We are going to get major airplay. I'm working for the Opry. I'm in contact with them.
But
I just want to get my boy in front of as many people as I can.
Right. But that's great. I'm fine with success. If success comes, that's awesome. But also, right. What I'm saying is, like, I'm fine doing this at open mics if that's what it needs to be.
Paying open mics, very important. He will not be doing free appearances. He'll be coming to your town. Get ready to get tickets. We're coming there.
Maybe we should avoid talking about like how much things or how expensive things are going to be in tickets. I think that's kind of a sore subject right now. So maybe we just
we will be going through Ticketmaster. It's just easier that way. I've got that contract worked out.
That's not.
There's no. It's the best way to. It really is the best way to get it done. You do get a cut of those whenever it sells out, and those resale tickets go up. I've worked out that we do get a cut of that. So
that's not true. That's not true. Right?
Oh no, it's happening.
Okay. Well, what were you? I'm sorry.
Yeah. So, you know, you're going to be making many upcoming appearances soon that people will be able to pay for, and
exactly.
And we'll be able to hear some of this new music, right?
Yeah. The first single comes out April 1st. It's called Incomplete. One of the first I wrote for this. I've had these songs, some of them for a while, you know, because I would write these country songs and I'd think, well, this isn't really going to fit. The band isn't going to want to play this.
How did they take to the news? That
man, they've been awesome. It totally didn't go the way I thought it would. Right? I thought that they would say. I mean, not like they would be rude about it, but just like, well, this isn't really what we like to do. But they were really open to doing all this stuff. I thought maybe I'd have to play with different people. But they were really open to trying this stuff. And it's been great. And everybody has adapted really well to playing a different style. I mean, it's all great musicians. So I just thought it might take longer to start to sound right, you know? But it all came together really quick. And yeah, Incomplete, that comes out April 1st, so that we're going to drop some singles through the month that you'll be able to hear and kind of hear the new sound that we're doing.
Yeah. Well, we did do a live take on Incomplete here today. So people can kind of get the live stripped down version. But yeah, tell me about this. You want to tell me anything about the story behind Incomplete?
So like I said, it's one of the first songs I kind of wrote for this, right? Like that, we're doing a country thing. I'm going to write another song. So we had some of them before that, but this was the one that was like, oh, we're actually going to make a recording. And I guess it's just a song about sort of loneliness. And I will say these songs are a lot more direct than the stuff I was writing before. I mean, I have songs from the past that I couldn't necessarily tell you what they're about, right? And I think maybe that was maybe an embarrassment of being sort of more emotionally raw. But these songs are very much about each one. You could say what it's about. I think usually it's pretty evident what they're, it's a clear topic or meaning or whatever. But yeah, this is just sort of a song about like there's somebody you like, you're interested in, but you don't know how to pursue that, and you sort of hope that they'll make that first move, I've been stuck inside all winter. With all my heart, I hate the snow. I'm not dead, I'm just burying my head. And I've got nowhere to go. But I'm feeling bold tonight. And I just might sit here wishing that you would say to me that you're feeling kinda lonesome. Anyone will do, and I'm anyone to you. Say to me that you're feeling kinda foolish. Then it's not just me that's feeling like I'm feeling incomplete. TV's on, but I'm not watching. I'm just staring at my phone. After all, you might decide to call. You never have, but you never know. And I'm feeling bold tonight. And I just might sit here wishing that you would say to me that you're feeling kinda lonesome. Anyone will do, and I'm anyone to you. Say to me that you're feeling kinda foolish. Then it's not just me that's feeling like I'm feeling incomplete. Just might sit here wishing that you would say to me that you're feeling kinda lonesome. Anyone will do, and I'm anyone to you. Say to me that you're feeling kinda foolish. Then it's not just me that's feeling incomplete. Say to me that you're feeling kinda lonesome. Anyone will do, and I'm anyone to you. Say to me that you're feeling kinda foolish. Then it's not just me that's feeling like I'm feeling incomplete. type of thing. I certainly felt that way with the love of my life, Courtney. You know,
that Courtney's in the picture, but Matt is. Don't worry, ladies. You got a chance. You've got a chance at this.
That's
man.
not no.
Don't just come to the show and talk to him, ladies. Don't you worry about it.
Dude, that's great. Come to the show and talk to me. But like me and Courtney are like I said, love of my life. And, you know, this was sort of when I first saw her somewhere and he'd be like, I wish you would come up and talk to me.
And he'll feel like that about you too. Don't worry about it.
Anyway, it's, sorry. That's what the song's about. And, we got, Troy Brennenmeyer to play lap steel on this. That was cool. I think it's been a really neat experience making these recordings because we're bringing in some different musicians. Sam Golden's playing fiddle or violin. What do they like to be called? I don't know.
It's a fiddle.
Accordion. There's some accordion on some of these songs.
Well, I think those are two different instruments.
Fiddle and a violin.
And accordion.
Oh, well,
Okay.
that's true.
That's true. That's true. But he plays them
the same man.
all three.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we again the single available on April 1st of 2023.
That's true.
And you can find it on all your streaming platforms and follow along with Matt.
Experience isn't quite the same as if you buy it from iTunes or buy it directly from us. It's not
As long as you're listening, honestly.
Yeah, it's just not quite the same.
And as long as you're listening, that's great. I appreciate it.
And you can find more info at Matt F Basler on your socials and mattfbasler.com.
.com, yes.
Yeah. Would that be getting revamped as well, or with the?
Yeah. I think we're going to kind of get all the socials and website up to date.
Yeah.
To the new aesthetic and vibe. And again, like I said, the new authentic. Like this is
Sure.
more me than I've ever been, and it's
Yeah.
a little scary. It's a little nerve wracking, but
I mean, what's that? That's got to feel good, though, right? Like to kind of reveal yourself finally, like as a being your true self. I mean, is it? Or it's very vulnerable.
Well, and you know, I mean, we're recording this earlier, but like the release is set, right? So in a sense, it's already done. I can't take it back. I guess I technically could, but you know, things are in motion enough that there's no stopping it, and it does feel good. It was really nervous to hit publish or whatever, but I'm excited for it. You know, it's in because you all kinds of people have done. Not to say that I'm anywhere near the success of these people, but like a Paul Rubens, Pee Wee Herman situation or something like that. You know, people. I'm trying to think of who else we got that's kind of known for a character. I don't know, Elvira or something, but
something like that.
And to come out for that and try to do a different thing is or again to do well. I'm Pee Wee, but now I'm doing this as Paul Rubens. I'm sure that was a scary thing, but I thought about calling this a band, you know, or
Paul Rubens.
Well, because I've been playing as Matt F Basler, so I thought when this new country stuff came out, maybe I need to give it a band name or something. But then I was like, no, that's my name, so that's fine. I'll just keep using that. I hope there's no confusion or anything, but I think people are accepting.
Yeah.
And I hope they are of this.
Nice. Well, I did. You gave me a little bit to sneak peek at some of the songs, and like you were saying, and along with Incomplete, there is a lot more emotional content in these songs. You know, talking about being lonely and heartbreak and fear and all sorts of range of emotions going through some of these lyrics and stuff. And so I thought it was interesting to hear you talk about some of these things that we may not have heard in previous music. So
yeah, and I think sometimes those things were there, but they're under these several layers of metaphor or symbolism that is cool. And I think that works a lot of the time, or works for some people, but it can put a barrier between the listener and the artist to really get to that core emotion and to connect, right? And I think that's kind of what I want here, is to connect more with the listeners.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited to see how that plays out with everybody. Like I said, April 1st, you're going to be able to get the beginning of this, but we're going to slowly leak out some other songs leading up to a celebration, right?
Yes, right.
Yeah, we're May 13th at Off Broadway. We're going to put out an EP. It's 7 songs. I don't really know what.
Yeah.
8 is an album
I don't know.
or an EP or whatever.
Somebody should
We
probably,
haven't timed it. I feel like that.
somebody should define that, like what the mark is.
That's true. I think it actually is time, right?
Like, are you talking about streaming things? Like when they
Yeah,
decide?
and even like Pink Floyd records, you'd have 3 songs on one side, and then the other side's one
right.
song, but they're still going to call it an album.
Yeah.
It might be an album.
I think it just does it fit on a 12 inches back then. Like, what do you got to put it on? Which we will be having special edition
we will
LP.
not. No, we won't.
We're gonna
There's literally no time to have. I don't think we should.
We're pressing records,
But-
and we're gonna be selling them at all the shows. It's gonna be
We might do a CD if we have time to get a CD done. We might do a CD, but we don't have. We shouldn't.
Shows
I don't think
will
we should
have-
make things up, Dylan.
shows are gonna have VIP special tickets, meet and greets that I'll be arranging for him.
But I'm.
Autographs, all of it. It's gonna be great.
I just
He's shy. He's
I don't
shy.
think- no,
my
hey,
boy's
man.
a little shy, but
Dylan,
he's gonna be.
Dylan.
But he's gonna.
for real, man. I don't think we should make stuff up. I know we said we want to do the manager thing. Can we drop it, man?
What do you
Seriously?
What do you? Well, I was just.
I'm not. No, Dylan. Like honestly, like for real. And I'm sorry, Shane. It's like a funny idea, but like this isn't. I don't want to do it.
The meet and greets or the vinyl
Dylan.
or.
I'm not trying to. But like for real, man, can't you just come on here as like my guitar player? Or like in the we're the band.
I mean, yeah. If that's I just thought that.
Because I know you wanted to
thought
do
that
like
we
a
were-
funny thing, and I get that, and that
Yeah.
has been what we've done
That's
on
what
this show.
That's what I.
But this is like serious music to me,
Yeah.
and I'm afraid that people are going to think that the music is a joke if you keep this up. And you've never said you were going to make stuff up. There's not vinyl. I wish there was. I mean, that would be great. I wish there was. I know we wanted to do
Right,
that,
yeah.
but like there isn't vinyl. We're hoping to have a CD. But even that kind of manufacturing is a little backed up. But we'll still celebrate just that the streaming is out. But man, like for real, can't we're like in a band together. You can just come on as yourself, as who play, and he plays guitar. Shit, I mean that's what I'm saying, man. Like you
Right,
play guitar on all these songs, and it's great. And I don't understand.
I just thought that I don't know, man.
And that's what and that's what I feel like I'm doing. Like when I'm wearing gold shorts up there, it's not adding to the music. It's distracting from it. It's in front of it, and people aren't going to know that. Oh man, there's this great guitar player.
Yeah.
Because I'm supposed to call you Colonel Dylan instead of saying like this is Dylan, my incredible guitar player. No, I'm sorry, guitar player in my band. Because it's not like that. It's not like we work on this stuff together,
Right.
and that's for you. I want people to know the real you as well, and with no artifice.
All right, man. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll drop it.
It's fine.
I just didn't. I don't know. I just thought we would. I'm sorry.
It's just not for this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, it's fine. It's fine. Don't. I didn't.
Do you guys need a minute or?
No, I'm cool.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm just because, like I said, Dylan plays lead guitar.
Yeah. Yes.
on all these tracks, and it's killer.
Yeah.
And I thought it would kind of be a funny thing, but like I can doing it now because we didn't like
Right. We
go over it. It
don't
seems
really-
like it's going to be confusing to people.
Yeah.
So let's just. I'm not saying we got to like start over or anything, but let's just like from here on, it's
All right.
it's Matt and Dylan
Sure.
from the band Matt F Basler, guitar player,
Right.
singer, and cool.
Yeah. No, that's fine. No, that's fine.
Cool.
Cool.
Let's just move on.
Yeah. Let's just. Yeah. Not a big deal.
So May 13th,
Off Broadway.
off Broadway in St. Louis, Missouri. And we're celebrating. Do we have a title for the EP yet?
Not,
or
not
album
yet.
or what?
No.
Yeah.
Well, we talked about a self-titled thing, but I think we'll have a name on
I'm
it.
sure we'll think of something.
Yeah. And you're bringing along some friends to
Yeah.
join us.
So we got Blond Guru. I think, and that kind of I think is a cool like representation, more of like what we used to do, right? And then we've got Yard Eagle, who's a little closer to the countryside of things, or they sort of have more of that twang, I guess you would call it. I don't know. I wouldn't. It's hard to pin something down as all the way country sometimes, you
Right.
know. But like obviously they got a little more of that. So I think it's a good representation of sort of our past and our future, all on one bill.
Yeah. Will Troy and Sam be joining the show?
I haven't even asked them.
All right.
It'd be cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes you think like you ask someone to play on your record, and that feels like a big ask, and you don't want to keep asking
All right.
for things from them. Maybe
Yeah. It would be cool.
I'd love to have him, but
Yeah.
Dylan covers that. So when we play him, when we practice him here, like Dylan's doing,
Yeah.
where the lap steel leads would be. He's playing guitar,
Right.
and that fills it out.
Mhm.
Great. So.
Very cool.
Jen, we'll have Jen playing piano, so that's another.
Jen actually, and I do want to say, has been a real inspiration to me, just as a songwriter,
Oh yeah.
to kind of be more open with this stuff. I think she has a really, she just lyrically and obviously the songs themselves, but lyrically she can be really direct in a really cool way that was, I think helped me get to here, and sort of, like I said, remove some of those walls of metaphor and stuff.
Yeah. And you got Lindsay on bass.
I believe Lindsay will be playing drums.
Oh, drums?
Yeah.
Yeah, Brad on bass,
Brad on bass.
Lindsay on drums, Dylan on guitar. I'll be playing acoustic.
Yeah. Nice.
That'll be good.
Yeah. Very cool. Excuse me. Yeah. So let's talk about one more song then. We did another live one here today. Again, this is a little stripped down version of the record, and this is features Dylan on electric guitar.
Yes.
And this is a song called Tryin'.
Yes.
And is there anything in particular about this one, or recording wise, or anything come to mind when you think about Tryin'?
Troy's on this one. As far as the song, it's kind of from the perspective of a bad guy. It's all, trying so hard to get you, or to make you believe that I've been trying so hard to be what you need. It's the protagonist, narrator, whatever, is not understanding that this woman is gone, and all of the things he's trying to do to fix that are wrong, right? It's not. Don't try to be what she needs. Like, if you're not, you're not. I've been trying so hard to make you believe that I've been trying so hard to be what you need. I've been trying to find the right things to say. So you'll be trying to find reason to stay. Please never leave. I will try to be better. Please never leave. I need you more than ever. Well, I fear that you have moved along, but I'm still right here in this broken heart you gave to me. My last souvenir. Please never leave. I will try to be better. Please never leave. I need you more than ever. Guess it's my curse, always be lonely. These tears in my eyes, don't they beg you to stay? They say it could be worse, well, they just don't know me. I don't know what I've done to drive you away. I've been trying so hard to make you believe that I've been trying so hard to be what you need. Please never leave. I will try to be better. Please never leave. I need you more than ever. Because there's another one on the record that's a fun, it's like a silly song, guy cheating, that kind of stuff. I'm not saying you can't write songs like that, but country music a lot of times has sort of a reputation of being from a problematic perspective, sincerely. And this song, certainly it's a sad situation for this guy, but I think the song is written knowing that he is kind of the villain of the story. He didn't want to make any changes until she was already gone. And now it's all this like, well, what do I need to do to make you think I'm a good guy, And if I can make you believe that, then cool, we're good. Instead of, can I actually be that or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Well, I like this song, and I like the other stuff I heard also.
Thank you.
It was again, it was nice to hear some different stuff coming from you, and this is it's interesting to hear a different take on some of these songs, a little country version of what the band can do, is country. You said this has been a big part of your life, even though it was not your stage persona. But so do you find yourself listening to more country music in your
at home? So growing up, me and my brother, I mean, we were very grunge guys, rock guys. We played rock music, so it wasn't around a whole lot. And I even how you got your big brother, so you're like kind of embarrassed to say that you like this stuff that you're going to get made fun of for. It wouldn't happen now, but I mean, we were 14, 15 playing music and stuff. So I do think I missed out on a lot of eras of country. It is a lot of, later in life going back and listen to some of that stuff. But I think country's really having a good time right now.
Right.
Tyler Childers,
Sturgill's out there doing it.
Sturgill, the national anthem, right? At the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah. Stapleton, Chris.
To have someone like that, there we go. Duke's a big Stapleton fan.
Yeah.
To have someone,
Chris?
someone like that's sort of representing country music. I mean, that's not. And those guys have been on the come up for a while. I mean, it's not like a brand new thing, but it wasn't that long ago that country music was kind of going down a path that I wasn't that interested in. Right. A kind of cheesy. I think that a lot of times country's trying to mix with hip hop in a way that's not. There's not a whole lot of artistic merit to. It's mainly commercial. People like this and people like this. People like vanilla ice cream and people like pizza. How can we mix these together? And they do it. Again, and it's very popular, so I guess they're right and I'm wrong. Right. But I like kind of just a stripped down presentation of country music, and I'm glad that that's out there right now in a bigger way, even if it's not the biggest stuff. Florida to Georgia line, I guess I would consider like the mainstreamist of mainstream things, but it's still cool that it's being represented more.
Yeah. I guess kind of also tying it into what you guys have been doing on the podcast. You recently did an episode on your record club, your Patreon exclusive show, discussing a record by Dwight Yoakam.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is more, some of the stuff is more in that vein of kind of the classic country sounds.
For sure. Well, and that's interesting because I feel like that Dwight record specifically is maybe a little cleaner. Like he's got earlier stuff that
that one's it's a super produced album, but I love it. I love that album.
And that is one that I'm not that familiar with because, like I said, there's eras of country music that I wasn't around for.
Yeah,
so it was fun to go back and kind of see where these things came from. I guess that I'm listening to now more. Obviously Dwight Yoakam's an incredibly popular, successful artist, but he's not a Garth Brooks or whatever. So yeah, I'm unfamiliar with a lot of those songs.
Yeah. Well, it was fun to hear you guys go through that record and along with some other classic albums, and you guys seem like they're having a lot of fun on the Patreon show.
Yeah, I think it's probably the most actual podcast-like content we produce, but we'll see what happens with the regular podcast. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah. I kind of do a thing on there too, a character a little bit, and I don't think that that's going to really line up with the music side of things anymore. So I think that the podcast might be changing up quite a bit too.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you gotta stay true to yourself and whatever that entails, I guess, if people don't like it, they can unsubscribe or whatever, but I'm sure you're going to find more people that will appreciate the authentic, they'll see it through, they'll see it coming through even if it's just, through the audio.
I hope so. But again, I mean, even if it is just a small or none, I mean, I think that's the thing. You gotta do what makes you fulfilled and happy. And again, not to say that I was ever on a stage necessarily faking it. I mean, I was always having fun at shows and trying to give people the best show I could give them. And obviously the band has always been great, but yeah, I think now is it, I mean, you watch an actor, you don't say like, oh, Keanu Reeves isn't John Wick, he's being inauthentic. And I think that's sort of what I was doing. I'm doing a different guy. There's a different guy. And
he is John Wick.
Well, right. But now I'm doing the Keanu Reeves one-man show thing where he talks about his life or whatever. Bruce Springsteen did his one-man show or whatever. But I do it with 4 other people. It's a 5-man show. Yeah. And women.
That's true.
All right. Yeah. Well, Dylan, did you, as far as playing lead guitar on these songs, how was it? Did you get to use the more Telecaster or anything?
Oh, it's 100% Telecaster. Yeah. Right. I've always loved playing. I mean, I grew up with country music my whole life. I've always loved playing stuff like this. And I mean, if you listen to old Matt stuff that I play guitar on, you can hear it in there. I do stuff like that, but this has been great for me. I've been wanting to do something like this for a long time, so yeah, I love it.
Yeah, you get some slap back in there. And
there's some. Yeah, I've got spring reverb on the whole thing, compressing the hell out of it.
Right,
doing the whole twangy country thing. It's a great time.
Yeah, it was again. It was fun to hear you guys. Making these sounds. Come to life now in this new collection of songs and getting
Dylan's been a big part of making this an actual country album instead of a rock guy making because like I said, I mean, this is my music. I do like this music. It's been more what I listen to, but recording stuff is a different process, or even arrangements of songs. You think you know how it goes, but when you sit down to do it, you got to go, hey, Dylan, would they...
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't know if you need an example, but when you come out of a chorus, I like to go right into lyrics a lot, but with country music, more often, you'll have a guitar do a quick
thing,
couple bar lead before you go back into the lyrics. And like just little things like that like wouldn't make it maybe necessarily a better or worse song, but it would make it more of a country song. And it's been great to have someone who has been more immersed in that world helping with this record.
Yeah. And you also recorded everything with Matthew Sawicki again.
Oh, yeah. Matthew Sawicki, Suburban Pro Studios. Couldn't have literally could not have done this without him.
Oh no way.
I consider Matt. I mean, I won't record with anyone else. My stuff. I mean, I recorded in other studios. My songs always Sawicki.
Yeah, he's the 6th Matt F Basler.
Yes. Truly. I mean, with he's making decisions on things as well, and he has such a knowledge of music and all different types of music. And
I was gonna say, has he done much with country?
No, not production wise. I mean, he's done everything. I can't imagine he hasn't recorded country. Most of what comes through Suburban Pro is hip hop. But I mean, I've been making the first thing he played for me was when we were considering, looking for a place to record. I mean, this is literally 20 years ago. And I checked the website and there was this pop punk song on there, and my immediate thought was, oh no, I don't want to sound like this at all. But then you realize, oh, he doesn't make things sound like pop punk. He makes people sound like what they're supposed to sound like. So yeah, then he had a hip hop and rock music on there, went there, recorded perfect, and just a great guy. Just my best friend. And yeah, man, I mean, it's someone I trust his judgment on things just like I do with Dylan. It's so easy to be like, if you're doubting, oh, should this be louder? Should this ending not go as long? He's someone I can ask, and he says what he thinks, and I just go with that and feel confident. I'm not, for the rest of my life going, I should have brought that bass up. I should have brought that bass up.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I feel like feel and tempo and everything overall with this collection too. Like, I guess like, are they more ballads, or are we getting to that waltz, or we're getting into that territory, or are we
Triang's 3/4.
Yeah, trying some waltz. There's a couple of slow ones, but not all of them. I mean,
Right.
we got some quick ones.
I mean, I guess in a way that's kind of what made us go like, oh, these 7, this is good, because it's a pretty good representation of not all the things country can
Right.
do, obviously, but it's kind of a sampling of these
we like these things.
different vibes.
Yeah.
And if we added another song, I think we'd be doubling up on something, which is fine if you're going to have 10 songs, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like, well, let's not have 2 that are that similar, and let's just stop here and put this out. So we can put it out. And it is April's my birthday month. I thought that would be fun as a new thing to put it out.
kind of a rebirthing? Huh?
Exactly.
There we go. Yeah, man. Well, again, April 1st, you can get Incomplete. And then we'll have some more along the way until May 13th. Off Broadway in St. Louis will be the EP release party featuring Matt F. Basler and Blond Guru and Yard Eagle.
Yes.
And tickets available soon at Off Broadway.
This should be up
.com.
now.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So check it out. Get those tickets and join us. And are you encouraging people to wear their best Western wear
Come as yourself,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Come however you want to come.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of the message of all of this.
Sure. Yeah. I might get a nice bolo tie or something and
That'd be awesome.
dress up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm like I said, this is exciting stuff, man. This is
Cool. Thank you.
I'm glad. I feel like just got to be. It's got to be nice to just kind of shed some of this away and just be authentic.
For sure.
And I think like things are going to really change for you. I think people are really going to respond to this in a big way.
Thanks, man.
So, well, I got some questions to ask, and I feel like maybe this is appropriate because I'd asked before,
Right.
and maybe I feel like we're going to get some different answers.
I would imagine so.
Love to do this.
I feel
again,
like
yes.
you gave us what we wanted to hear before,
Or a joke or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, right.
and now we're going to get more of the genuine Matt F. Basler responses. All right. Let's start with, say we have a Matt F. Basler action figure.
Wow.
Yeah. What would you like to see as your 3 accessories to go with your action figure?
Gosh. A guitar. Acoustic guitar.
Of course, yeah.
What kind of acoustic do you prefer to use?
I just have an Epiphone acoustic. It's a comfortable guitar. I don't know if it's the one I would necessarily pick if someone said pick any guitar you want, but I do like it.
Yeah.
It's a nice color.
It is.
I would have my acoustic guitar. Is the hat? I've been wearing a cowboy. I've been trying to wear a cowboy hat.
Yeah.
That's a big change.
It's
But
tough.
you feel weird in it. But then you see other guys doing it, and you're like, well, I like that. I like when they do it.
Yeah.
So maybe the hat, removable hat, and boy. Well, Dylan, do you got yours?
Oh, well, my Telecaster, of course. Love carrying that thing with me. My phone, dude. You know me. You know me always on my phone.
Gosh, I feel like that's everybody now, right?
Right.
If you were going to make an action figure, you'd have to come with your
So
phone.
I have my phone. And then probably a cat. I'll probably have a cat with me.
Maybe one of the dogs. Maybe both of the dogs is a third
Right.
thing. And then I guess could we have a bass that you stick us all together?
Yeah.
The whole band?
Yes.
Oh,
Cool.
yeah. I mean,
I
if you're
think
going to
so.
have a guitar and I'm going to have a guitar,
Exactly.
we might as well.
Yeah.
That sounds good to me.
I like that Edith whined when you said only one dog, and then she was like,
I'll get you both.
Yeah. What? All right. Now, say we could have like a dream dinner, and you could invite some people over, maybe some artists that you admire or whatever it might be. Who do you think you might like to include in that dream dinner situation?
Well, I tell you, John Davis, frontman for Super Drag, one of my favorite bands of all time. Now, they're not a country band, but he has actually released a few very country sounding songs in his newer band, The Lees of Memory and the Rectangle Shades. He puts stuff out all the time in all different kinds of styles. He's done like some like reggae stuff, and I mean, it really is an inspirational guy as far as like he's not afraid to try different things. John's there. Man, you know what? And this maybe is a little cheesy, but my grandpa was a big country music guy, and as a kid, I didn't want to hear it. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear this. And he played omnichord, which is not a very country instrument, but
The Gorillas used it, though.
yeah. But he would play country music on an omnichord, and he had all these songs, and it'd be cool to sit down with him now, and talk about country music or just music in general. That would be cool. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what Edith wants to stop her from whining here. And I'm sure there's some like long dead musician that would be cool, Johnny Cash or something. I don't know. Dylan,
Graham Parsons, I think.
yeah. Oh shoot.
Yeah, I would love to talk to Graham. I think, can I pick somebody that is alive but from a different time?
Yeah, right.
I want Blond on Blonde Bob Dylan there.
Right.
And I want, Sgt. Pepper Paul McCartney there.
Yeah, I get that.
In full outfit.
That
yeah,
would be fine.
right.
Really, either way.
Hey, come as yourself, be yourself, right?
Yeah. Come as you are.
Well.
I don't think I would enjoy
I don't know.
Kurt
I don't know. Yeah.
that much.
I think it depends on when.
You know what? At a dinner, I'm sure he'd be fine.
Right.
I think as a guy that you have to rely on as a friend all the time.
I don't know about any
That
of
might
that.
be tough.
Yeah.
But
All right. What is your strangest fear?
everybody knows this fear
Oh,
is a song on the
it's a song.
EP.
That's not a strange fear.
That's not a strange fear. That's a song about dying. Strangest fear. I've kind of gotten over it, but I couldn't have people touch my clavicles.
Oh, yeah.
I
forgot about
what
that.
I
Clavicle,
clavicles. That's the only word. Collarbone. That's I was looking for the more.
Did you have was that an issue, or do you?
Well, mine are they're pretty pronounced.
Yeah.
You can grab a hold of them.
And I was always like, it just felt so I can't.
What is that? I think I even showed you guys before. I think we kind of had a similar.
Oh, maybe.
I think there's like a Stallone movie where he
Oh, yeah.
where he breaks that guy's like
Oh yeah.
and it's like it's really disturbing to see.
There's an old movie too, and we probably talked about this, where a guy gets hung, but he gets hooks under his clavicles. A Western, I believe. And I don't know, man. And like I said, I'll try and show you.
Show it to the mic, please.
So that you could drink soup out of there.
Yeah, it's a bowl you got.
And it just feels like someone could just grab that and yank it right out.
Pull you around like by your ear, but
Yeah.
So now you're not afraid of that?
No, I'm kind of, I don't want it to happen,
Right.
but I'm not, like, if someone put their hand there, I used to like kind of involuntarily pull away from it, but I can cope now.
Yeah.
I saw a thing today. Someone was talking about, we've been watching these interrogation videos on YouTube. It's just someone who committed a crime and they're in the interrogation room and they'll say,
well, allegedly committed a
thank you. There'll be a voiceover that's like explaining what the read technique and what they're doing and whatever. But this one was where a lady zipped her boyfriend up in a suitcase.
Oh, I heard about that.
And he suffocated. And the thing is that you might not be thinking, he was contorted in a way. I think he got in it as like a joke, like we're joking around. And he was positioned in such a way that he couldn't get leverage to do anything. He couldn't get out. And I think he died of CO2 asphyxiation. But anyway, in the comments, someone was like, I'm not even claustrophobic, but this freaks me out. Like, yeah,
of course it
killed
does.
him.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not afraid of cars, but seeing someone get run over is kind of scary. Like, yeah, of course. You got weird fears?
Yeah, I'm afraid of large things underwater. I don't like it. Oil rigs, big ships, like a shipwreck is my worst nightmare.
A propeller?
Big propeller underwater, not into big things in general. A ship out of water is terrifying to me too. They're too big
because I
don't like it.
I don't have this as strong as you, I think, but I share the sentiment. Like one time I was next to like a big docked boat.
Yeah, no thank you.
And it's scary. But then I looked down and saw, you could see through the water, you could see the propeller under there. And that was awful.
I'm getting all heebie-jeebies just thinking about it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Yeah. That, I don't know why, but triggered a memory of watching Atlantic Rim the other day. I was watching.
I think I'm familiar.
Don't know it.
It was on Mystery Science Theater.
Okay.
Right.
They did like it was the Netflix version, the Gauntlet that did with Jonah Ray and Patton Oswalt. And,
yeah.
And they watched Atlantic Rim, which is like a really terrible knockoff version of Pacific Rim.
Right.
Gotcha.
And they're like in these like robot suits, and they go down to this like shipwreck thing, and then some weird stuff happens.
Stuff.
Yeah. So
No spoiler.
Yeah,
Right.
you have to watch it and see.
Yeah.
But anyway, as you're speaking about things underwater,
Yeah, don't like it.
so
Scary.
yeah, don't watch that movie then.
I won't. Promise.
It's scary for a lot of reasons, but that's one of them. All right. Let's see. Do you do any celebrity impressions?
No.
Yeah, I don't either.
always
Yeah.
the joke was that I say I do all of them and then I do them very poorly. I don't think he's not a celebrity, but I do. It won't make any sense. There's this guy, Bentley Little.
I don't
And
know who that is.
he writes all these books that are called like the post office, the store, they're all called that. And it's always, the town is one. And it's like, what if this thing, but it was scary or haunted or whatever. And on the audiobook, the same guy reads a lot of his books and he'll go, Jesus. And that's a very good impression. I know.
Does he say that word a lot?
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess because a lot of his protagonists are like father,
Right.
50, and I think some these are from the 90s, 2000s. So it's a very like, I'm a 45-year-old father, got to take care of my family, but the shopping mall's haunted or whatever. And yeah, the dad is always like, Jesus, Ann.
It was pretty good. I mean, I haven't heard
Right,
it, but
yeah.
I can tell.
Jesus. So I recommend you check out A Bentley Lit. They are very good. They're very, just digestible little scary books. It's kind of, maybe it's like between Goosebumps and Stephen King.
Oh, right.
Although I should point out,
Oh, right. I know about this.
he does always have one bizarre sex thing. And I'm talking in every book. It's interesting. It's weird. But I had...
Like bizarre as in not a place, or that the act itself is very
correct. Absolutely. I mean, because like I said, there is almost like a Goosebumps quality. They're more violent. People are dying, but it's still kind of like, oh, this could be on TV, but then that part couldn't.
It's gonna switch it right over to Cinemax now.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yep.
Dylan's got some celeb impressions.
I don't think I really do, but you know which one I wish you... It obviously won't work on here. He does a great Hector Salamanca.
It's visual.
It's a visual thing, but he can do Hector Salamanca like you wouldn't believe.
Guys, sorry about the dogs.
I'm trying to...
I don't know what they want. I guess just attention.
I think they're mad that they haven't got to speak up on the podcast.
Oh,
That's Hector,
pretty
Breaking
good.
Bad.
Yeah. I think I've only watched like an episode or two of Breaking Bad.
It's very good.
So
I enjoy it.
I need to go watch some more of it.
it's one of the best ones.
Yeah, I hear that. I just bad about certain shows. There's
Yeah. Well, what a commitment,
Yeah.
right? Then you got to do Better Call Saul. Also great, but
I haven't done it yet.
you're talking
and then you got the
how many hours of?
spin-off movie.
Yeah, I liked that.
Yeah. Got all the things. What are you guys watching these days besides Breaking Bad?
What do we...
I guess
Anything good lately?
me and Courtney just started. We started Bob's Burgers, King of the Hill, What We Do in the Shadows. There's another one, Futurama. What We Do in the Shadows is kind of an outlier there, but we wanted to start a bunch of the cartoon shows and kind of see, because like we watched all the pilot episodes and like King of the Hill and even Futurama take a while to get in the groove, but man, Bob's Burgers shot out of a cannon. That show is fully formed in that first episode. I'd seen some of it, and yeah, like the second or third episode, I was sure that this must have been like season 3 because of how established the characters are and everything. But I don't think I'm watching anything interesting right now. I wish I had something.
I watch Get Back a lot.
Beatles documentary.
I'm a Beatles guy, so...
I watched I think the last it just wrapped up a little bit ago, but the Last of Us I
haven't done it yet.
I got really into that.
I need to
Played
do
the game.
Yeah.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
I said I never played, but I had a lot of fun with the series, and I thought it was well done, and excited to see what happens.
I like Pedro. I like Bella. What's her name?
Bella Ramsey.
Yes. Yeah. They're cool.
Yeah, yeah. It was so that's like the last like series thing I watched. I haven't really. Otherwise, it's like just some one-off things, whatever. When I have some time, but highly recommend Last of Us.
Okay,
it actually makes me want to go back and play the game now, and I think they're re-releasing it like a remastered for PlayStation 5 now.
That is correct,
and I'm sure part 2 will probably get a similar treatment when that.
I'm interested to see.
Yeah.
No, I won't spoil a thing.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering what they will adapt and what they'll change.
Well, I've been so they got a podcast also, and I've been listening to that, and it's fun to hear them like the creators of the game and the series talk about. Like,
cool. That's neat. That they
like
bring them both.
Yeah, like what? Well, there are a lot of the same people, but like
I didn't know that,
they're involved. They're all involved in the both of them, but they but what made what things are adapted from the game and what stuff is original for the show and stuff like that, and like or certain things they one scene they pull like directly from downloadable content, like it's
I've heard they did a couple of things
Yeah.
like that. Sounds very cool.
so
Which, right, that's been the problem with any kind of video game stuff. And it was a problem with superhero movies. I don't know why they have to do it right under the table. The problem with superhero movies, too, is that it's like they were almost embarrassed that that's what they were adapting.
All right.
So they're trying to change it away from what makes it what it is, right? And this, now they're doing video. I mean, if the people that made the game are involved.
yeah
That's really cool.
yeah but yeah, man, so that's my my plug. Well, grab those tickets, join us
Oh yeah.
May 13th off Broadway, St. Louis, Missouri. You can find episodes of Matt F. Basler's podcast on all your favorite podcast apps. You can find the old music on there on your streaming platforms, but we'll have the brand new country music.
Yeah, Incomplete
Coming-
should be up now.
Yeah. So check that out. Add it to your favorite playlist and give it a spin.
Yeah.
And be sure to support this project when all that becomes available. So
Awesome. Thanks,
thank you
Shane.
guys.
Thanks.
And bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.